Hello! I am Miss Catherine, and today I'm going to show everybody how to make a super basic ballet bun. So some of the materials that we're going to be using: hair ties, ideally the same color as your hair, not necessary for class, but it'll make a cleaner overall look. Then some hair nets. That just makes it a lot faster and a lot easier. You don't have to use hair nets. But if you want hair nets, we do actually sell both of these items in the studio. And then hairbrush is usually a helpful item, as well as some pins. I particularly like these wide mouth pins. They're a little bit difficult to find, but you can also use bobby pins. And if you want, you can sometimes even stretch those bobby pins to make them a little bit wider, just depending on how thick your hair is. If you have really thick hair, a wider pin is going to be more useful. So, okay, so let's break that down a little bit. So, start with a hairbrush, and you're just trying to smooth everything back into a nice high ponytail. If you want to get fancy, you can always pin your bangs back, you can braid, you can do little extra things, but for the purposes of this video, let's keep it simple. So we're trying to make it as smooth as possible. And ideally this ponytail is going to be basically in line with the tip of your ear. So if you drew a line back, we're aiming to be about right there. There are alternatives. Sometimes we do a low bun just for fun or for a particular style, but a high bun is the classic ballet way. So we want to make sure we have a nice secure ponytail right there. If you need to comb back some of the little extras, you can do that. And at this point, if you want, you can take some hair gel. We actually sell this gel, but any gel really works. This one we like because it's an all-natural one made out of flaxseed oil. And it doesn't cause little crusties or flakies, doesn't make your scalp itchy. So you can smooth things back, tame the flyaways. And then with this ponytail, we have a couple options. You can twist it up all the way, and we're going to wrap it starting on one side. You're just going to kind of hold it down with your hand, and you're going to try to keep it as close to your head as possible. So we're twisting that all the way around, and just kind of tucking the end in, then maintaining it, keeping it nice and flat. Then we can take this hairnet. Well, okay, option one, you could pin it just like this, and that works pretty well if your hair is fairly long. If you have layers or shorter hair, you can take a hairnet, and we're looking to put the seam right at the bottom. We're gonna wrap it around that bun, pull it tight, and then you're gonna twist, wrap it again, and you can wrap it as many times as you need depending on how thick your hair is, how big your bun is. And when you're done that, you can just kind of tuck in the edges, flatten the bun out as much as possible, and you can begin pinning. Option 3. You can actually twist the bun with your hairnet wrapped around it. So that would look like if we twist the bun, we're twisting the ponytail all the way up. Well, okay, sorry. Let me do that again. We're gonna wrap this hairnet around our hair, like this. And now we're gonna do our twisting with the hairnet around it. And as you twist, you can just bring that hair around and lift it all the way around your head. This will just really secure those flyaways. Flattening it down. And we take some pins. Again, I like these thick ones, but a bobby pin will work. And I typically start at the bottom, and you pull the hair just a little bit away, and then trying to get it as close to the head as possible. We really want to secure that bun to the head and not to itself. And then I'll just work my way around. I typically do 4 points, so you can do one on each side. Pulling it out, and then pushing it back in. Bring it at the top, it out and pushing it back in. And then we'll go back and we can secure some of these extra guys, any place where it's sticking out. You might want to take some smaller pins at this point and just kind of catch all those little extras. And so once you feel like it's secure, when you feel like you can shake your head and it's not going to fall off, that's a good sign. Then we can come back, take a few bobby pins, pin up the sides, and anything down here, if it's flying away, you can secure. And you should be good to go.